If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from SoFi. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. First carry of the game for Alexander Madison. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. He gets this one to Tucker.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. From the gun, here's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Mike, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. but I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Not much. Second and long coming up. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's trying to turn the corner, but will not do it. Brought down behind the line.
This is what negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the first.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Madison. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. That one caught by Tucker. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. On 1st down, a run with Madison. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with Madison. He'll take this ahead for a yard, down to the 49. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll try and throw with Minshew. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give out of the gun. It's Madison. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Minshew going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. 3rd down coming up.
For an offense that really hasn't had a lot of things go right up until this point, those are the plays that you just have to make. Those can be a spark for the rest of the game, and it's amazing how quickly things can turn. But instead, he overthrows his receiver, and it's all for nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Minshew. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Throwing is Minshew. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. He pulls it in around the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. On 4th down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders' field goal. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Raiders will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
He's to midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds. 0-0 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll give it to Shipley. And a nice run. He's got a 1st down tackle made right at the 35-yard line. Another carry here for Shipley. Second down and 3. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to grab a late lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter. Now, look out. That ball is free in the end zone. File that under head scratcher. Really hard to understand what was going on there. But we do know what's going on the board. 2 points for the defense.
At some point, Mike, you just have to figure out, when is the party over? I mean, just go down, live to play another snap. But in this case, he just kept going back and back and back. And as you said, the defense now gets to come off the field, scoring 2 points.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed, and he's tracked down behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Second and 11. They'll drop to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Fight on these two.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that... First down, well done. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
15.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. From the 43, here's second and a couple. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Going to run with Madison again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here's Minshew. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Here's Madison running on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Minshew sets to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Minshew. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They run. Abdullah. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amir Abdullah. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
That's good for 28 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Flush to his right. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. He made a great read there, CD. Good decision to keep it.
And I think what we just saw there is someone understanding that throwing the ball through that traffic can also be fraught with disaster. Keep it, use your legs, get into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Another carry now for Madison. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Gardner Minshew as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Hey, 43, 15, right side.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. And sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. He'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. On the handoff, it's Madison. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Hey, 57, 57. Easy.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Hey, 57. Hey, color.
Buying time to his left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
Hey, Sunday.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So after the penalty, a break. 1st and 5. Pacheco gets it up the gut. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Yellow. Hey, 57 color.
Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Pacheco is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Come back.
Once more, it's Pacheco. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. That's into the hands of Marshall. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. A dump off for Abdullah.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
Typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. That would give to Madison. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And the Raiders escape with a victory. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City. With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage. But teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Throwing is Hurts. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
73.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A first down carry for Barkley. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up. And now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
From midfield now, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Jackson now. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Silver.
They'll look to throw here. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from 28 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, They've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
This 2nd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 75 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
63.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Milton Williams there on the tackle. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They keep it with Henry on first down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 2nd down and 3.
Yo. Hey, report.
To throw is Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Henry. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now with Barkley. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Elliott on for the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hey!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count.
And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.